Matters. From politics to entertainment, from social issues to lifestyles, from newsmakers to pop culture. If it's Jersey, it's on Jersey Central with Bert Barron.
Learn it, know it, live it.
On the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey.
It is 7:09, hour number 2 of Jersey Central on this Monday. On the new Talk Radio WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. It is Bert Barron, your chance to win some New Jersey Instant Lottery tickets. Coming up a little bit later on in this 7 o'clock hour. Stick around. Joining me now on the Raritan Bay Medical Center Jersey Newsmaker Hotline, I want to introduce the inventor of a pretty cool and rather innovative product, which is helping parents not only here in New Jersey, but really around the world, keep their kids safe in vehicles. And as you know, there was some recently passed legislation here in New Jersey when it comes to passenger seats. It's called the Child Passenger Safety Law, just passed here. And this is an inventor that may have an answer in a pretty cool product that she developed. She is joining me this morning all the way from Northern Ireland. So please welcome Grainne Kelly, who joins us here on Jersey Central today. Good morning, or should I say good afternoon there. It is Bert Barron. Welcome.
Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is with you there, Bert. How are you?
I'm doing well. Welcome to WCTC, Grainne. Great to talk to you today.
Thanks for having me.
And when I heard about BubbleBum, it sounds like, a pet name for your husband or for your wife. You could say, hey, BubbleBum, how you doing today? But the BubbleBum is the name of your product, right? Talk about the BubbleBum.
It is. Well, the BubbleBum is a bubble for your bum. And it was actually the kids that came up with the name because, of course, children are always liking to be rude. But because I came up with the idea when I was traveling with my own kids, and every time I arrived to the car rental desks, whenever we were going on either on vacation or at that particular time, my mother-in-law was very ill. So every time I arrived to the car rental desk to pick up my car rental, they didn't have the car booster seats that I needed for the children. So we ended up driving without car seats for the first maybe 10, 12 miles of the journey. And I'm sure parents at home will realize that you're traveling in a car that you're not familiar with, you're traveling on roads that you're not familiar with, and you're traveling with your children not correctly restrained in the car. So I started asking questions like, why don't you have the car booster seats, was the first question. And of course the answer to that was, well, we don't have anywhere to store them. And I thought, well, why don't we have an inflatable version? And at least that way we can store them, or I can bring them with me every time. So I decided to check with the crash test laboratories all across Europe, and I called them and I said, treat me like a 3-year-old. I'm not an engineer. Tell me why I can't have these. Why can it not be inflatable? So they gave me a list of all the reasons why it couldn't be inflatable, and I decided that I would find a solution. And that's exactly how BubbleBum was born. It's a bubble for your bum.
I love it. And it's something that you can, depending upon how much or how little you inflate it, can be adjustable to the size and weight of the child, right?
No, you don't the height of the booster seat is not really what is as important as the positioning of the vehicle seatbelt. I think what parents don't understand, and I know I didn't understand, was that the vehicle seatbelt is not designed for children. It's designed for adults. And a child is not a small adult. Proportionately, they are built differently. So the vehicle seatbelt actually doesn't sit across the strongest parts of their body. And what a booster seat does, it actually positions the vehicle seatbelt so it's across the strongest parts of the body. And it's important to have a bit of boost, because if you don't have a bit of boost, what happens, and there's a technicality, but what actually happens is the seat will perform perfectly well in a crash test scenario, but in the real world, if you don't have a boost, the child wants to scooch their bottom forward on the seat so they can fold their legs over the end of the seat. Mm-hmm. And that's why they need a bit of a gradient. So it doesn't have to be so high, but you certainly do have to have a little bit of a boost. And it's more about the performance of the child than the performance of the seat, if you understand what I'm saying, because when they do slide forward, they're loosening the vehicle seatbelt across their tummy, and what happens in a crash is that the child would slide under that seatbelt. So it's important always to keep the seatbelt on the strongest parts of the body.
I see. Our guest this morning is the founder and CEO of BubbleBum. Her name is Grainne Kelly. She is in Northern Ireland, and we're talking about the product called BubbleBum, perfect fit for New Jersey's new child passenger safety law. Can you talk about what the BubbleBum is made out of? Is it nice, high-quality material?
I can indeed. If you can imagine, we have had to crash test this seat in the EU in what they consider to be the worst possible case scenario. So the worst case scenario for an inflated product is deflated. So we have actually had to crash test this seat, not only inflated but deflated. And how we do that is we have got a harness system within the seat, and we've also got memory foam in there, and there are rigid side clips on the side. So when you inflate the seat, the memory foam activates, and the webbing harness around the seat positions the seat belt. So it's not like a beach ball. When you hear inflatable, you think, oh my goodness, that's going to be like a beach ball. But it really is. It really has quite a bit of substance to it. The memory foam and the webbing together form a major part of the structural integrity of the seat.
Very nice. And it's obviously received, very well received. The Insurance Institute of Highway Safety has given it the thumbs up, too. They've given it their approval.
We did. We've gotten the approval, and every change we've made to the product, but we rely on our customers to tell us if there's anything they're not happy with or anything they would like improved. And every time we make a change, we send that through again to the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. Every year they do these tests, and year on year we've been awarded a Best Bet booster. And what's important about booster seats as well, it's really hard to fit 3 car seats across the back of any vehicle if
Sure.
you've got children.
Mm-hmm.
And you end up with those busted knuckles, as I call it, busted knuckle syndrome,
Right.
where you're trying to get the seat belt buckled and you're busting your knuckles on the other seat beside it. So what we've done is we've removed these armrests that basically serve no purpose other than to position the lap belt. And we've put on lap belt guides on either side. So you're saving about 2 inches on either side of the seat every time, and you don't get the busted knuckles. You don't have to upgrade your vehicle, and you could easily fit 3 across the back.
Well,
Always saving you money, Bert. Always saving you money.
Very good. You can tell this product was invented by a mom because you say, well, let me know if there's something that can be done better, and I'll change it. If it was a guy, it would be like, look, this is it. Buy it or walk away from it. That's why it's good that a mom developed this product here. So where in the colonies can we purchase one of these, Grainne?
You can purchase them in Walmart.
Okay.
You can purchase them in diapers.com, Walmart.com, of course, Target.com, and we are one of the best sellers on Amazon.com. So
wow.
I have to say, the American public have been so supportive of us, and I think they love us as well because we're solving a problem for them, and we're working with them to try and solve problems for them.
Well, this is terrific, and we do have a link on our Facebook page that will take you right to the BubbleBum site if people want to get some more information or perhaps look into purchasing one. But it sounds like you've solved a bunch of issues with a rather simple invention, Grainne. Congratulations on that.
Thank you, Bert. Thank you so much. And, of course, the important thing to remember is that when you're traveling with your child, the booster seat doesn't have to travel with the vehicle. It can travel with the child now because you deflate it, pop it in their backpack, and they can take it with them. So if Grandma's picking them up or if Auntie Sue's picking them up, there's always a booster seat in their bag.
Very good. Well, it was great to have you on the show here today, Grainne, and this is a brilliant invention that is going to solve a lot of problems for a lot of people. So thank you so much, and I guess they say cheers at the end of a telephone call, right?
Sometimes.
Cheers. All right. Well, thank you for being on the show today, and continued success. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Bert. I appreciate it.
All right. All my pleasure. All right. Grainne Kelly, my guest here on Jersey.